Yes, hello everyone. And well, happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend and hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. These last few days have been kind of crazy, so I'm kind of just like, Hi Sam. I'm just been so freaking out of it. I anyway, but today we are going to be playing Honkai Star Rail. They updated last week, I believe. I mean, I can do help. I'm good, Sam. It's more like a mental exhaustion. Just like, you know, you just had those days when anything that's just going on in my life, it was just mentally and energy draining. It's nothing you can really do. It's just those kind of days where I just need to let the bolt do its thing and just go with the flow until it's all with. It's nothing bad. It's just like I don't know what it is. I'm just exhausted today. It's just like, but it is what it is. Gotta go one day at a time. But anyway, Honkai Star Rail updated. What was it, last week? And it was like Wednesday or something. And so they finally extended the story mission, so we get to see what the hell is going on afterwards. Because last thing we remember was we beat Aventurine. Aventurine is, quotes, dead. To be assumed dead at the moment. And then we found out Firefly's alive and she's technically Sam, which is cool. And also we have one money off. I'm good, Sam. I appreciate it, though. Save your money for yourself. I was say you want to go do. I'm bet there's stuff you want to do, so save up for all your fun times. I appreciate it, but I'm good. But yeah, so what is it? Despite Aventurine's revealing the family's dark secrets in Penacony, to all at the cost of his own life. Oh, he is actually dead. He is actually dead. Okay. So was that the officially number 2 dead person in the game? Question mark? Because was it Robin, the actress, is quote unquote dead. One character from all the way back in the beginning is quote unquote dead. And then this one I think is actually the first confirmed death, like 100% dead. He is just gone. At the cost of his life. The countdown to the Charmony Festival continues, and thanks to the operation of the family and united efforts. At the same time, the Astro Respect seems to have welcomed an uninvited guest. They've only killed 2 people so far. So far, well, what's technically 3. Because if this is what it's saying is true, Aventurine's dead. So, where is he? Where'd he go? So officially, from what that caption says, Aventurine's dead. Oh, why is that still up? Boop. Okay. He's dead. From what that just said. The other 2 people that are questionably dead right now are her, Tingyun. Apparently she was possessed by some... Yeah, my boy's dead. Let's go. Apparently she's technically dead. Apparently she was possessed by some evil deity and her neck got snapped and then her body vanished in the thin air. So we don't know if she's actually dead or not. And then the only other person who is still questionably dead now because the whole meme killed her. Not dead, but it's weird. Yeah, like I said, she's at the far point of the thing where she's quote unquote dead. She's not 100% confirmed, but that's one of the deaths in this story that we know of. That is a character we can play. The only other person we know is kinda dead is the new girl here, Robin. She was the actress who was also killed by that meme thing, just like Sam/Firefly was. But since she's alive, that means I assume she's alive as Robin's alive as well. Also, so technically there's I forgot to say. I'm doing good, Tanisha. I hope you had a great weekend. It was Mother's Day, so actually that's probably why I'm drained out. I did a lot of socializing, and I had to get a lot of stuff done within a week. Also, I didn't tell you the story yet. Maybe that's why I'm also drained from since the last stream. So remember when I told you? I think I told you guys this Friday. My brakes went metal to metal because I let my mom borrow my car. So I had to bring it into work and fix it. So I'm doing my thing. I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. Pull off the brake. So I start doing it. I look at the side that's actually bad. So I was like, okay, we got to do the rear brakes. And then I go up to the front, check the front brakes and everything, and I'm like, they're getting pretty low as well. So you know, I said, screw it, I'll do all 4 brakes all around. So I have brand new brakes for my car right now, and I was also due for a lot of other maintenance stuff as well. So right now I'm just slowly doing it when I have time. But I got on my job at 8 or 9 o'clock. So I get there, get the car on the left, figure out what I need to do. And also, like I said, there's maintenance stuff I had to do. Like, I was due for an oil change, so I did that. Which, honestly, I have 60,000 miles on my car. And at that time, there's a maintenance interval where it tells you where the oil change is due, obviously. Replace the engine filter, replace the cabin filter, replace the spark plugs, do a flush on the brake fluid system. The 60K is probably like the big money maintenance spender. So I have a bunch of services I gotta do. I gotta change the fluids in my transmission, my differentials, my brakes, my brake system, obviously my oil, the filters, the plugs. It's a lot. But I didn't have enough time to do all that. So I did replace the brake hardware because that was needed. I did an oil change, and I replaced the filter, engine and cabin filter. So I was doing all that, and like I said, the back was the one that went metal to metal. The front was getting low, so the backs went well. They very easy. Like I said, I try and take care of my car, so everything comes off pretty easily. I let one person touch it, so a few things are kind of pissed me off because some of the threads are getting they over torqued things, so they stretch the threads out, so it's a little hard to take stuff off and put it back on. But whatever. Anyway, I got to the front brakes, and one of the pistons that pushes on the caliper, if you don't know what that is the thing that makes the brakes squeeze the loader to make the car stop. It has 2 pistons in it, and one of them was frozen. So I'm like, oh, great. Here comes another, like, $400 out of my account. And so I went to go in the parts room to check on it. And of course, my car has to be the special weird edition of the franchise of the car. I might be exaggerating. I didn't remember how much it was, but a caliper is usually $200 to $300 probably, maybe $400 depending on what trim package. But yes, like I said, $400 might be exaggerating. But anyway, so I went to go check that and see if we had it, so I can get it on, because it's like, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. The piston's not going in; it's seized, and guess what? We didn't have it in stock. And the worst part on top of all that was the parts on back order. So, which means it does not exist anywhere in the world at this moment. That part, by the way, my car is a 2019, and it's not that old. So, 5 years. You can probably question that. But yeah, so 5-year-old car. Also, like I said, my car's a special child because it is a sport edition. I wanted to splurge a little bit, buy a nice looking car. And honestly, it's not fast or anything, but it looks nice. And for some reason, it needs special parts. Special parts because it's a sport edition compared to everything else. So, anyway, I didn't have the caliper. We didn't have it. No one has it. It's non-existent in the world, so yay my bank account, but I had to improvise and find a way to push that piston in. So me and one of my coworkers was there, and we were brainstorming. I was like, okay, let's try opening up the little bleeder valve at the top, see if that will relieve some of the pressure in the system to push it in. That didn't work. Lost a little brake fluid in the process, but oh well. Did that, and then someone's like, why don't you try heating it up? I kind of just look at them. It's like, you want me to heat up a piston that is surrounded by brake fluid that could possibly launch the piston out the caliper like a rocket? And he's like, yeah. It's like, all right, I got nothing to lose. Let's go. It's either going in or coming out, one or the other. So I was being very gingery with a little butane torch that one of my coworkers let me borrow. Like, I was just like whipping it back and forth like someone with a hairdryer, trying not to put too much heat on it. And surprisingly, it worked. I was able to push it in. It took a little bit of extra. It took a little effort, but it slowly went in, and yeah. So I'm probably gonna need a caliper sometime in the future, and hopefully they start manufacturing again. But yeah, also, like I said, I was there at 8. I got there at 8. I didn't leave till 3. I was there for, what is that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 8 hours, 6, 7 hours. Doing all that. Oh my god. And also, it was that. Also, and to top it all off, a customer came in after we closed, and we were just standing there like, what are we supposed to do? Customer came back banging on the door and it's like, hey, I'm here to pick up my thing. And it's like, oh Jesus, bye. We're not open right now. And they wouldn't leave. So me and my coworker, who was still there at the time, were willing enough to help her and get her on her way. Apparently she bought a tire and no one mounted it, so me and him had to get the car in to mount the tire to get it all going and yada yada yada. Luckily she already paid for it. But yeah, that was my fun Saturday. And then Monday or Sunday was Mother's Day, so hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. And yeah. I think I'm just mentally exhausted from that. And then on top of it, I think I told you this Friday as well, one of my coworkers quit. So now it's just the two of us. And today was kind of mentally exhausting because it was I don't know, something about today was just weird without him there. His optimism and comedy was very, very much appreciated every single time he came in. He made the job a lot more fun. But unfortunately, he's off to do bigger and better things and improve himself. So kudos to him. But God, are we gonna miss him? Today kind of showed that. It was a lot more quiet than it should have been. And I feel like and I feel like a little more stressful too because of we were short-staffed. But anyway, now we're gonna loop back around to what I was talking about. Characters that are dead. Questionable, dead. Robin is questionably dead. Which, like I said, Firefly's alive, so cool. Also, question of the day. Since you are here. Okay, I know that thing. Also, I got 77. I realized I had some gems in the card, so I added up a little more, so I'm at 77. Do I dare at least try a 10 pull on Robin or I've been hearing good things about Robin. Robin's been actually, like, I've been hearing she's been popping off and being a really good support. Pull or no? Yeah. Pull or no? I'll do this. I'll make this poll. What? Think about. I was just asking you guys just to double check if you still think it's a good idea to skip her or not. Do you need Robin? I don't really need her. But I hear she's good. That's the thing. I hear she's a good character. She's a good support. I honestly don't really... I don't even know what the question of what a character I need is, to be honest. Like, I do have a chunk of characters because I went hams on a few of them and I got them other characters because of them. Shut up, Gallagher. You're gonna make me yawn. But yeah, a lot of the characters I got were collateral from getting other characters. So it's like, I don't know if I actually need her. It's more or less, do I want to pull for her is really the question, in my opinion, for when it comes to gacha games. Because I don't know what is actually meant when these kind of games to say, do you need them? At least in my position right now, because I think I got enough physical characters. You know what? Pull for her. And then have a lot. You have a lot in what? What's your pity? I don't think I pulled anything since I got Eventually last time. So records. Page 1. Yeah, Eventually's on page 2. So I have 0 pity, I guess. I don't know how to interpret this. The last I pulled Eventually then, and I'm on page 2. So I have 0 pity, I guess. I mean, they gave me a free 10. I'm gonna at least do a singular 10 pull with her. Just because they gave you 10. They gave you 10 tickets, so why not? RNG's just take the wheel, I guess. To start the game. No, I didn't get it. Ah, well. RNG sucks, baby. What's the worst that happened? I got a free 10 pull for going for her. Okay. Ah, that's a light guns. That's a crappy light guns. Ooh! Dance, dance, dance. What are you? You're a new one. Oh, you're a Harmony one. When the wearer uses their ultimate, all allies' actions advance 16%. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good. That doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it's probably better, but it doesn't sound bad. Oh, that was my 10 bull. Let's, I got your stinking thing. Where are you? Up.
Serving under the 10 lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Yeah. Okay. Question. Do you think I should pull for Topaz? Topaz? I personally like Topaz. 1, her character is awesome. 2, Numby.
Hi, this is Topaz speaking.
The reason why you want Topaz is because Numby.
Hi.
Because
好，知道了。sure thing.
like I said, I personally like Topaz, so that's why I pulled for her. But another reason why I feel like she's one of the better things to go for is because her versatility out of combat with Numby. because Numby A finds treasure chests out in the world for you, and 2 stops the Trotters from running away from you. So I personally think Topaz is a good reason to pull for something to pull. Especially if you don't have a good fire DPS. As for any other reason, that's about it. Like versatility outside, she's one of the few characters that has versatility outside of combat, and she is a decent fire DPS. But like I said, and I'll throw the same question back at you, Tarnisha. Do you need her? Do you need Topaz? Anyway, what's this? Go? Sure. Alright, so we're gonna start this mission before I forget. Because we've been talking 12 system hours after the until the Charmony.
Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Hello? Can I help you?
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice.
It's a very long story quest. Oh boy.
Favor of you all.
Oh, that's cool. He has a bullseye for it.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Nah,
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
I'm back.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
What do you think of Aiden's drawing? Oh, I totally forgot about that. Give me a second. Pete Booth. I like it. Can't zoom in on it. Up there's. I like it. He has that nice stealthy look that I'm looking for. And Anastasia looks nice too. Anyway. I'm very happy with him. Okay, Boo Hill looks kind of cool. I thought it was going to be a little more snarky.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Not my best. Anastasia just doesn't matter.
This is hilarious.
Hey, it's set off
The
trap.
tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're
Dr.
in some
Primitive?
valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's
What is
just
that
the
pose,
way
Boo?
it goes.
He just
You all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
he's bored. He's done with this.
Recognize this?
Oh. Don't do that.
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Thank you. No.
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling
Oh
stars.
boy.
a gentle
I love how he said muddle,
squeeze is all it
muddle
takes to
fudger.
rustle up a whole legion of cloud knights. Now,
Yeah, he doing that JoJo pose.
I reckon that'd be one
Hi, Hydran.
sight to behold.
Hey, cat, stop. Stop playing with the boom mic.
Now it's your turn.
Sorry, my cat's in my room. She's playing with the boom mic.
Had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets, but I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. All right then. Feel free to toss any questions my way.
All right.
Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
Are you a cyborg or an android?
And why would I play along?
Who the hell?
If
Because
I
you look
truly
very
am a
mechanical,
real
except for your
Galaxy
face.
Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
All right then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Oh, that's fair.
Ah, my friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own
Maybe.
fated path. along
Now I'm
the
hearing
way,
his voice. He does
with
have a
their own
metallic
resolute
echo, so
sense
he
of
might be like
righteousness and
cyborg.
Not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more precarious.
Come on.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking.
Oh.
And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
I can't playing with the boom mic. I'm gonna have to pull you out in like
Second
2 seconds
question.
if you keep doing this.
Why do you seek trouble
pain in
with
the
the
butt.
Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guests of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now.
No.
My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh, she scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some
I love
vital
his censoring.
info.
It's so nice.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
Okay.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Alright.
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise,
My
there'd be
cat is
wanton
being annoying,
bloodshed
so-
across the cosmos, or even,
Someone.
perhaps,
Outside.
turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow.
My cat's being annoying. I don't know if you can hear her purring, but she's being in butt, so I gotta put it outside. Give me a second. Stinky cat. I love her, but she kept playing with the mic. The boomstick, the boom mic, whatever you want to freaking call it.
I had the good fortune
And of course, there's a bunch of wires, and she was starting to tug on them.
Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status. Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
But Acheron's been nice. I mean, she's crazy powered, but
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you.
oh,
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky. Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
okay.
Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every
That was a good
single
accent.
night
But who the hell is this? Is this supposed to be the meme, or is this?
night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
Right?
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet.
Oh,
Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace.
is this the watchmaker?
The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us.
Oh,
It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
Hey! Yes.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Dream Master.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since disappeared.
So I know what that crow is. That's by the Dream
The Oak
Dream Master, Dream Maker, whatever it is.
7,000
We are Venom, pretty much.
offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
No.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded,
Ooh.
the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals.
That's a
That is
threat.
how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
Oh.
And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A
Oh.
wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river.
Ooh. An insult?
Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this
This is
self-annihilator heralds the
Oh
destruction
boy. This is
of everything.
nuts. This is all
Your
over.
strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Act Acheron. A befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Ooh. You've seen the...
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family
you
has
seen
promptly
the
responded to secure the
indomitable
area,
human spirit
and we're
meme?
happy to report that there have been no injuries.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Hmm? Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared.
Oh, it's what's her name?
It
Tricky.
appears
Sparkle.
to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival,
Oh.
but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
I don't think I've seen that meme.
As appreciation,
Oh, yep,
I'd
it's
like to
Sparkle.
give you a token gift.
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration, and there could be an unexpected treat in store for you. All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape. So many
Sparkle.
people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Well, we know you're not Robin. You're Sparkle, right? That's her name. You want to change her persona?
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park.
Oh.
And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family needs to
what is
provide
she doing
a
here?
reasonable explanation. or
Yeah,
I'll
isn't
take
it?
my loved
Oh,
ones
say
and
didn't
return to reality.
what's his name made
I
it?
thought the
Didn't something make a deal
dreamscape
in
was supposed to be a
Sparkle or whatever her
paradise.
name is to
If it's
pretend to be
not,
Robin?
then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps Perhaps the
Real
dreamscape
quick,
is not as
who do you
perfect
want
as
me to draw
promised.
next? Also,
But there's no place safer
what's your
than
opinion
dreams
on
under
using
the family's
holding
rule.
out for a
I
hero
believe
as
you know
an
this better
intro?
than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
That's the song you posted earlier, because I have not listened to it yet, so
guests come to Penacony to enjoy the
it could be a
dreamscapes.
possibility.
They do not wish to be
I will never
entangled in a
leave
conflict
anything.
between the family and
I'll
the
leave everything
IPC,
open.
so let's not
As
have
drawing
any more
goes, you
unnecessary
can
incidents.
Of course.
draw
With the
whoever
Charming
you like
Festival about to
next.
commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations.
Hi, Shy Knight.
Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged
Oh,
this gift for the
that's
guests.
different one. Hold it.
Thank you for
Only offer
understanding.
you is from Footloose. Oh, well. Call me weird, dumb, because I never watched Footloose before. I honestly never watched Footloose. I've always seen like clips and pieces of it, but never actually like seen it. Bloodhound family.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about.
Alright.
There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
But
Wait,
I'll look into it.
You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm sorry.
But-
I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family.
Go draw
and
whatever you
still
want
not
to
too
draw,
used to working on the
Sam.
streets.
It's
I
entirely
didn't
up to you.
realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Well, whoever you're in the mood to draw,
Don't
just
sweat it.
have fun and doodle.
You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park.
Yeah, I'm
Most
glad.
guests are used to bizarre
Attack is really
phenomena
good
in the
right now,
dreamscape,
but
and so
if ever
far,
want new units to
threats have been
replace Ratio and
detected.
Topaz.
we can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will
Well, it does
intensify our
other follow-up
patrols to
attacks.
ensure
Don't forget, you
no
have depending on how it actually
I
works.
trust you guys.
You have Venturine for a follow-up attack. You have
Recalling what happened in the
Topaz. You
theme
have
park,
Ratio.
What do you hounds
You
think about
have
it? It's okay. Feel free to
Kafka.
speak your mind.
you have who else?
Well-
Actually, I was there shortly after
what's her
it
name?
happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with
You
ill
have
intent?
Himiko
Galaxy
and
Ranger who easily cut through the sky.
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it.
then
The
you can
myriad
have
factions on
what's the
Penacony
name?
have already been causing unease for
Herda.
everyone.
Herda was the other one that has it.
Thank you all
Follow-up
for your
attack.
loyalty towards the family.
Anyway, a little more
The
gimmicky,
Planet
but they're
of
still follow-up
Festivities
attacks.
has indeed run into some trouble.
Oh.
Representative from the IPC.
Oh, let's not forget about
He's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover.
Clara and Svarog.
Of course, the family did not agree.
How tall
the
is
result
Bernadette
of the
supposed
failed
to be?
negotiations is as you
I would
see
say make her
now.
on the taller side. Make her like a 6 foot.
No wonder.
I would say.
So this is the main reason why the IPC.
She's definitely on the taller side.
Entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability
Yeah,
of the
but,
dreamscape.
Upon would ratio
Please
Robin
be
eventually
assured, Miss Robin,
It's a low
we take
investment
our
and
orders
team does struggle.
seriously.
Yeah,
We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
that is true.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too.
All right.
Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received
Go.
a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait,
If you want to go 7 feet,
I'm
that's
in a
fine, Sam.
dream.
If
I want her to be
trouble comes
taller than
knocking on
most,
our
but
door,
not
we're afraid to go to war.
insanely taller than everyone.
Rest assured, the dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound
Yeah,
family.
I want her to be taller, but not like giant compared to everyone else. Jeez. Everyone's not spawning in. I'm on in, people.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
That's me.
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone.
To get free buffs for
There's
ratio,
a chance
you
to
need
sing with everyone. I will not refuse.
E1, S1 Topaz, or
recent
S1
mishap.
Adventuring,
I
so
understand it negatively impacted
it's so
some of
much
our
for
guests.
free to play. Yeah,
As a member of the family,
that
it's
makes
only
sense.
right for me
That's
to come
that's
forward
fair.
and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched.
So many people talk.
Plus, I met that generous gentleman.
Right?
He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is this also
I feel like that's
part
one of the
of
downsides to
performance?
me when I go for characters. I
Everyone
don't go
pleased
to go
enough.
get like their E1,
I believe that the family
their
will give
E1 or
everyone a
E2s or whatever.
satisfactory
I just
answer
get
in
them
due
and then
time.
call it quits.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin. It's hard
I
to
probably
believe.
should invest in maybe bumping people up, but it's just like
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
he's Sparkle. You're playing
Huh?
character.
What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take
Hey!
this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family. Make
Saw that
sure
coming.
to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
We're back to where it all began.
Hey,
You
Firefly!
entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where
You
you
one
will
chance to
enter the
get a
true
5 stars.
Penacony.
Fair, yeah.
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more.
I honestly
It's
just want
time I
to.
laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name.
It would be nice to get like people on E1s and E2s, but it's just like I don't want to dive in deeper when I have put so much into it. Trying to get someone sometimes. Oh my god. I think the worst one I had was Donghong inhibitor mode. Inhibitor Lume or whatever you pronounce it. I had a lot of tickets and I actually did spend money on him. And it took me forever to get him and it makes me so mad. I was say, I think that was the worst. I really wanted Inhibitor Ume Dandong for some reason. I was like, really wanted him. Actually, I think I actually needed him due to the fact I didn't have anyone with imaginary at the time. Yeah, no, that was it. Yes, I didn't have anyone with imaginary at the time. Except for Yu Kong because she was free. But I was so desperate for another person, I definitely dropped some money. I dropped some money on him and it was bad. It's like when Genshin gave out free wishes and that's free chances to get a 5-star. Hot dog. Are you Firefly Soul? That would be my first question. Absolutely.
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Alright.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I'm completely confused. Oh, that is a good one. Are you just mad because Sam turned out to be Firefly? I'm getting benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna let her play this out. I want to see if she. I still like her. Honestly, she's just a badass with a robo suit, exosuit. Her entirety. I would say, who don't you like? Besides, I understand you don't really like Honkai Star Rail. Who don't you like in this, my guy? I mean, besides Japard, who you like Japard and you like Svarog. You don't really care about Claire. You like Svarog. I completely understand. I'm completely confused. So I'm gonna say I understand it because I kind of get it.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done, and then I can prove it to you.
That's a nice addition
Now,
to Robodad.
Let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
Guess the character was watched. Yeah, but after a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge. Whoa! What'd that say? After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes through your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like Scraps of paper caught in the whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Immeasurable voices resonate through the symphony of Memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out in exceptional clarity. You knew it came to be the girl beside you, your heart beating to the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful. Until in that quiet darkness, Memoria rippled into existence.
I never knew you could do this.
It was the same with Tingyun. Yeah. I can understand that. There are characters that are kind of like, hey, they're part of the story. This is what happens. Go nuts. I can see that. Her character was lush and yet had way too much dialogue. Yeah, I was gonna say, this was a very, like, deception kind of storyline.
Do you have a driver's license?
No.
I do.
Oh, wow, he does.
That is surprising.
Yeah, it's not for these kind of vehicles.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Japella?
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
When she died, the main character.
I'm fine.
Reacted so much. He was in shock, man.
Same goes for
watching
you.
someone just die in front of you. He was in like just shock and awe.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
Long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any talk, seemingly accustomed to the silence. It wasn't until later that the soft high sigh once again broke the quiet.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then?
Bad habit.
Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
Can't blame her for that. You acted about how much I would have reacted in that scenario. You know what I forgot? It was not thinking there. My bad. You're good.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end.
Oh.
But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Wade has a car. I don't know if he has a car or he just rented a car.
Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
All right.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Is this that voice just now? It's saying you're here too.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker.
Oh,
since Dreamflux
Watchmaker.
Reef is where it brings
Dreammaker
its
and
captives,
Watchmaker, are they
it's
two different
likely
things?
that many of our long-standing questions
Or
will be
Dreammaker?
answered in this
Was it
place.
Dreammaker?
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed.
Alright, real quick.
But from the whispers of the residents,
Numi and
I've heard
Nikas?
a familiar name. Gallagher.
It's that man again.
Numi?
Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
I would say
Unico and
Numi?
March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
The real dreamscape, the land of the
Hey,
exiles.
I'm Gallagher.
Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Yeah, probably. One roadhouse kick to you, one roadhouse kick to you. Stop. Yank. Hello. Feels dirty. I'm questioning which one to do first. You knew me. You knew me. I'll just say I got you. Probably not gonna be coming back this out any backwards again. Okay. So Firefly.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
Why couldn't you reveal your true identity? Do the Stellan hunters always also want a piece of the legacy? So who is exactly Sam? That is a good question. I would assume Sam is the name of the bot. So
Two
let's see.
reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam.
Is it alright? I didn't take it personally.
Thank you.
Sure, let's go. What is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam.
Oh.
Belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. a Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech. It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Okay. So, are you saying you're kind of a test tube baby? And that was supposed to be your coffin? Wait, the Firefly. Yeah, I want her.
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality. So we must lower our guard.
So she had a...
You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep. And you could get lost in this memory zone.
Okay. I trust you.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Acheron's Blade Slash. What are your thoughts, Gallagher? Regarding Firefly and the... Acheron Slash.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected.
Well, I'm also talking to you who has a black hole in your cane, sir.
Even without
Don't say about great power hiding somewhere when you have it
still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
Well, she's gonna be coming. Numi is gonna be coming from the beast. Did we make her a beast? I forget. Or was she human? Day is approaching. Oh god. She is. The sword is approaching. Did we make... I forget. Did we... I keep forgetting to put the doc up. I didn't have time to do it this weekend. Crap. I'll have to double check on Numi. But I thought we made her part of the one nation with the... That's kind of Asian themed with the Beast Nation. I have to double check on what she was, if she was human or not, because that would also be a thing we need to work into. Because the Mastiff works, I would definitely make her armor more themed towards her nation, I guess. Especially being an archer.
He shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this
Bernadette was
where the problem lies.
Was the military, because she was in the underground fighting arenas.
So then,
and that was the...
As a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Alright. I have to check the doc. Yeah, I know, I gotta put it up. I keep forgetting. Like I said, this weekend was pretty packed full, so I didn't have time to figure out how to put it up on the doc.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate. But she didn't reveal all her secrets.
Yeah.
I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
I hope not. I like Firefly.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Okay, we're good. What's this? Oh. Yank. Boo-hoo. This trash bag is mine. You'll learn eventually. Alright. Welcome to paradise. Muddled. Pop. You're not. You don't have anything really important.
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Excuse me. Is there someone talking in the dumpster? Yank. Not much. Bye. Okay, so I have no idea what's going on here. Because this little map area. Holy crap, this is big. Okay. I'm gonna go back. Don't blame me, kid. Happy vagrant. Okay. Drinking on the job. Select.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
You said a huge clocky, and I'm just like, hi. Is that the real clocky? Oh, I see you hiding over there. Ghost. Is it common the plot? It is a common plot in a lot of movies and video games that a statue, like, hello, I was reading that. It's common plot in a lot of movies and video games that a statue like this will rise up and face you in a glorious battle. Thanks for the foreshadow. We knocking the clock off a clocky there? Up we go. The only thing that would be scary if his eyes were following you. Because that would just make it so much more fun. Hello?
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
Yeah.
When I first
On the
saw
flip side of the coin.
I was in awe too. The
I
sky
was thinking
here,
of making
it's
her
like
small.
a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes.
You can be shorter than everyone.
What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps.
But how small are you thinking? Like child size, GB size?
But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's.
Or are we just thinking there's like
first?
A 42
Take
shorter.
a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And Perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Okay.
Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yep, saw him right away.
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream.
He's the watchmaker. Or a descendant of it.
Check, just to be sure.
This trash can is perfect for me. And perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Oh, suit you, kid. I don't know why. I always do this. Wait, that's my shenanigans build. Quick line up. Good. I don't know why I do this. Who else is with me? Where do you go? Walt's with me. Kind of want to get a story Pacific. Let's go with let's take Acheron and oh, I don't have her at E2, so I can't. No, I pull for Acheron, but I don't go full commitment. So now she's only an E0. Uh-oh. So jealous. Jealous because I'm a fool? I was thinking fairy size. I wouldn't go that small. Your characters. Like I said, a lot of them are just E0s, so they're not... I have them for collector purposes, but they're not good. Back. This is got a lot of snot. I mean, I'm not playing as the main character. We all did. Hey! Thank you. Jesus. I don't know why. I hate playing in story mode without the main character in it.
We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Oh, it's Misha. I thought it was Mika.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream.
Oh, that point.
And
that point
who might this be?
You can see Kalaki?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
You can see him? Oh, at the point you... Pretty much.
Your, memory zone meme?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
The meme?
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes.
Wait, you're telling me his name's Sleepy? What are we gonna have? Like, we got Clocky, we got Sleepy. What are we gonna have next? Are we gonna have like a Seven Dwarves kind of meme going on right now? There's gonna be 7 of them. Halfling size? Oof. I mean, we could we could go that route, or we can go like she's like. I was thinking if you wanted to go that route, like that's one thing to call sleepy, right? Sam, we can. I'll think about it. My brain's the way. If you want to go that route, I'm thinking make her like a child prodigy kind of concept, where she's young, super young, but she's like she's a prodigy with a bow or something. But since she is a prodigy, everyone kind of like disowned her because they thought she was weird. This description could it be?
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Sunday.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children.
Oh.
She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there should be enough time.
All right then.
Oh, that's nice.
Follow your plan.
It's not halfing, it's just saying she's pretty short set.
Well, we
sad, I
now
like
know the
halflings.
answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for
Oh, I
intentions
never
of the
really
mastermind
thought about
behind it
halflings
all,
that much.
We're still.
But we can definitely have a maybe a halfling as like a extra character. That name's Sleepy. Both murder cases have been caused such commotion in Penacony. As our intentions in the mastermind behind it, we're still none the wiser. It has to be Gallagher who's behind it all. The visitor from the Oak family is worth learning more about.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why else would they be so clandestine about their discussion? Regardless, we have to find Gallagher.
That what? Hell is in the background.
Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
I was just trying to create unique silhouettes of them. You're fine. Sam, you are fine. Yeah. He's right here. He was with Misha at the time. You also saw him. Yep, he's right here.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
I mean, you try to be hip every once in a while. Is that a black hole? I was saw it in the background. Is that supposed to be like a black hole? Yank. Hop. 411? Yeah, that sounds fair. Like I said, we can also go to like Kid Prodigy out too. There's so much going on here. I mean, I can power through this, but it's like, hey, there's stuff. Pop all the things. Sorry, lady. Danny. I was dead. God, why is there so much to do here? I gotta go that way, and there's a... Huh? I missed a thing over here? You say it's dangerous design. So there was a door down here that had a thing. Yeah, squeeze down here, ladies and gentlemen. It's on yank. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go. Multitasking is something else. Yeah, I'm not that good. Oh, I can't go down any further. Bunch of buttons. Okay. Absorb energy. I'm gonna call Anger Gear. Calm Gear. Okay. I'll take that. There is so much.
Are you really leaving?
This is a freaking maze, my guy. To the plaza.
Nothing ever beats a good drink.
Why is there so much? Alright, I gotta stop getting. I gotta stop getting sidetracked. Back to the story. We're doing the story.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Miss Kami? Who's Miss Kami?
I'm just a wallflower.
Get you out of there. I saw you. We must collect all the birds. Yeah, I'm inspiring them. And it's like I'm also getting sidetracked because it's like, ooh, piece. I feel like when I see one of these, it's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And I want to get through the story. I will listen to you sing later, madame. I know we are busy.
Look, there she is.
In the distant past, the Dreamweavers used to gather here, odd wonders, ideas conjuring among cascades of jovial point banters. The most outstanding people died for it, and the most brilliant of souls were born because of it. All right.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
And why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
Okay.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Okay.
Please don't worry.
Sure.
This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss
Do you have the
Kami
same
isn't a
hair
bad
as
person.
the main character?
She's just a bit lost in her own world.
No.
She'll
wait.
probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
I guess you can say I
You don't
do.
say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or
I would
are
definitely
you also a fan of
say
Memoria dynamics?
I didn't mean to do this.
We're
It would just kind of
very
happen.
interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements.
Like I said, this is
Could
just.
you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of Memoria
I
dynamics.
didn't mean to make my
and
hair
the
match all
first
them.
person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
Ugh, sleepy.
Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
I can kind of see it.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
Madame Rosalina. It was one of the name was mentioned by the conductor.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Misha,
destination
you are
is the
definitely
commercial district.
putting up
That's
some
where the
flags
largest
of a.
crowds gather in Dreamflux
Who are
Reef.
you exactly?
We might be able to find the others there.
I figured I could walk through there.
Let me go!
Please, come to your senses.
Well, we found March. Apparently she's doing something silly. March, what are you doing?
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Mr. Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
Mr. Trailblazer?
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared, and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Marjorie, make it on, right?
This is how it turned out.
You scared him that badly? So now you shall pay respect to March 7, Ghost of the Dreamfuck Sleeve. Do I want to... Do you want me to be a smartass, or do I want to be the smart asshole? I'm gonna be this one.
Haha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
It feels good to troll March. Yeah, it kind of does. Visible. Ooh.
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters! All the dead are right here. All of them!
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Sleepy?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Uh-huh.
Not a scratch. I'm okay.
Let's begin.
Oh, I need ice.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Stand still. Good times.
We're not gonna have this.
Bye.
You can just go away.
Boom. Relax.
Time for some hardship.
Yep.
Boom. Okay, so I need ice.
He
One more
passed
thing.
out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
They're used to
Unlike
it?
in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Oh, I cut it off.
So this is the so-called freedom of organic life form.
Oh, that's all I do. We need a nice person. So we're gonna forging you on with actually, you know what? I just realized I gotta do something with you. To be 100% honest, because did I change your path again? What's this? Market is frequently used character. You're definitely market is frequently used. I think all my how do I change your path again? Oh, switch down here. Wait. Is it doing what I think it's doing? Oh, sweet, thank God. They did it. The Mad Lads did it. Holly frickin' Luya. They actually saved him. Saved his platforms. So this is actually very nice. Crap. Now I don't remember what I need from him. Oh, that's so not. That's so good. I remember when I first played, when you had to switch between the two, you have to rebuild him from scratch, which sucked immensely. The fact that they fixed it so it actually saves it, oh, that's so nice. Now I think I have a build for him. That's flame version. Dang, I thought I had a build for him. Wait. You had to do that? Yeah. In the when you first unlocked it, you actually had to switch over everything. So like you had to switch over his light cones, you needed to switch over his armors. It was such a pain in the butt. But they must have did an update, so now it saves their profiles, which is super nice. Oh my god. It makes things so much nicer. Increase the wearer's attack by 32%. When the wearer defeats an enemy, the wearer's crit rate increases by 20%. Whenever the wearer attacks, their attack, weakness break. Oh man, what do I want to use here? When the wearer successfully loses HP, no, not you. I have a lot of stuff that is being used. I guess I'll put you on for now, and then increase the wearer's crit rate by 8%. Uses the wearer.
Nice.
Actually, no, I don't want to put on you. Do I even have it though? Recommended. Nope, I don't have it. Fine. Okay, so we'll just lock this for now, I guess. It's better than nothing. That is so nice. Now we actually can
nice.
Use him and switch him between the two. God, that feels so good. And I don't have any of you. And I need to finish you. God. Insufficient inventory. How do I get more of you? Do I have enough the material to change you? Nope. I got nothing. Wow. I need to level up. Bad. But yeah, no, when you originally have to. It's so nice. Yeah, you can just switch between the two now. Oh, that makes me happy. Now I gotta find a build for you. Yeah, we're gonna just stick with preservation for you. I like you in preservation mode. And then you're good. Yeah, you can stay. Okay, let's go. I took a back alley. I want to use the physical trailblazer for stuff. Now that I know it's kind of more accessible to use them, I probably will, but I do need to level him up. I want to finish his traces. If it makes sense, he's the main protagonist in the game. I want to make sure his stuff is like priority to max. So that's gonna be a thing on my agenda to do now. Melon. Hey, would you look at that? There is a... Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't let me click the other one. Come on.
Done for.
Gotta catch them all. Pretty much. Kinda. I don't know. I've always been the guy who likes... I always liked... Even though if they're not good, I always like having the main character, the protagonist, always up the par. Even, like I said, even if he's not strong enough, I want him to be up there and ready, because if he does become good... I do in every game, like, even if they're crap, I will level him up, because he's the main character. He's supposed to be the saving grace in the game. He's supposed to be the hero. So I love to make sure he is powerful.
Well, let's see how you handle us.
Okay, I swear I saw you manifest for a split second. Okay, y'all manifesting now. Oh. Yeah. Even in dreams? Okay. Jesse, want Jesse.
Evening, Jesse. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
No.
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha's about to take us to...
So now we know that they're both alive, so scratch that.
Let's
I just remember that. We were talking about people who were dead.
Right?
So we have 2 confirmed deaths now?
Some stowaways in the residential area.
1 confirmed and
Most
1
of them came from neighboring star
questionable.
systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
You know where she is? I swear I popped you. How you,
Let's
Pop?
have a toast to dreamscape, stranger.
I'm good, sir. Hey!
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
There she is.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase,
Mika?
What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Maka.
Himeko, here they are.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Ah, perfect timing.
Mika,
Now
Maka.
that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah,
Micah.
who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes.
Well?
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Alright. He's cool.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr.
Okay,
Mika,
what the hell?
Which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
I remember when this place was
I saw that. Where'd you go? Am I moving too fast that it's not rendering in? Oh boy. I'll take that. Absorb that emotion. I'm gonna need that for later. Autonomy is hard. Yeah, it can be. Yep. There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony.
No.
Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony.
Say what?
And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me,
I heard there was
an
some
old
drama
lady
about
with
Robin.
no legs. Well, without this
Oh?
dream, I couldn't even walk toward
Like in the story, or like just
I'm glad
like
that
her
you
voice
found a new
actor?
life here in Penacony. It's just
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Asteroid.
Oh, it was about her.
I heard my
For some reason.
disappearance caused
Okay.
quite the commotion out there.
Well, I guess I'll find out eventually.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change.
No.
Until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment.
It was weird. Oh.
Perhaps due to having been away too long.
Well, people like to do
Maybe it just takes
cause
some time
trouble.
for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony,
No.
the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak,
Ooh.
it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin?
No.
Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something.
Maybe.
Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role can never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
11 miles until the Charmony Festival.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Pretty bird.
Like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
Flashback.
It looks
Yeah.
weak and frail. Why don't we
Pretty
find
bird.
something
Pretty
soft
bird.
and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
Yes.
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
They just
Even
flicker.
if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
No.
I
Kind
think she's
of treat
right.
him.
But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
Okay.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars.
Oh, that's cool.
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Alright.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air.
Alright,
After
so
countless
evolution.
attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Pretty much.
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective.
That's a dark perspective.
So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
He mostly
For
just talked
now,
about evolution and
I'll keep it in a
Darwinism, pretty
cage
much.
until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood,
Go for
there's
it.
one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Go for it. Yeah.
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
Now we're on Sunday. Morning. Eggsy. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Need more dog. Yeah, I know. This is gonna be a very dog story.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? What's your trick
Hi.
this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Moments later.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier.
Oh.
The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
The middle one's blank.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the Swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
There we go. Speedy Ham. Speedy Hams. I like the sound. Lots of people. Everyone's here, kinda. Let's see what these two are talking about.
Brother.
There's no need for words. You're safe, and that's all that matters.
Alright. Misha?
Huh. The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
Misha, are you the watchmaker? You give me the advice. You've been like...
I brought
What's your
Gallagher
role in
here.
this?
It's time to face the truth.
Alright.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
So you're not...
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
Okay.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
Alright.
The Stellaron?
There's one here.
But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
The Stellon has been completely sealed. The Stellon... Someone is manipulating the Stellon. Or you're pulling our leg again. Someone's manipulating it.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In
Families.
Asdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
It's very difficult.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
It's very focused. Sorry,
Remember the island in
I'm
the ocean
watching you guys.
The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly seen.
I want to try and understand the
existed
story,
in a
so I am
different
trying to
form
listen to
within
it.
the dreamscape.
But
think about this.
I know an anime is hard
What does
to
it cost to create
draw.
and maintain
I feel like
such a
isn't like
lavish dream?
drawing the phone like the hardest part of an anime
lives.
drawing?
The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape.
Oh.
It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable.
Well, the only way
than
you're gonna get better is practice. I was gonna say that's
Sadly,
the.
we realized this far too late.
I'm pretty sure there's like
Then the
tricks you
family
can
had a
probably use
firm
too
grip
to
on Penacony, swiftly quelling any
make it look
opposition that arose.
the get
At my wit's
make it
end,
better
I
in a
had
shorter
to
time.
Use the power of the Enigmata and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use.
Sleepy?
Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
All right. What do you got?
You all look quite serious. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah. Explain me what the hell is your purpose in all this? I swear, you gotta be the Watchmaker. You gotta be like some like entity of the Watchmaker or something. Why else would you exist? No offense. You're just starting to play a little near the end? Yeah, yeah. Colin, now he's watchmaker.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
Damn it.
As for the person who employed its
that
power,
was unintentional.
it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood.
Hey, if the character design looks fine, and you're happy with it, go keep it.
Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Gopherwood?
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive. And even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience.
Like I'm saying, this is a community build, Sam.
Moreover,
you don't have to just get my approval.
Has been kind to my
Everyone
sister and me.
can make their own versions and do whatever they want.
I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by
Design-wise, I don't.
To be honest, my brother and I are
There's a
also
lot
victims
to go
of the
on with us.
cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and
Cancer
brought
of
us to
all
Penacony.
worlds?
But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed, for the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family,
What was
I'm
that angle
responsible
for?
for ensuring Penacony's
Sir?
promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony,
strayed
I'll fight
is you.
alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Alright.
Yeah, we nameless
Well,
brought
that's
that
good,
down
Sam.
from a
That's the
challenge. Isn't that right?
only way you
Mr.
gotta learn is for
Trailblazer?
experience and practice. That's so. The fact that you're making progress is a good thing. Ain't nothing to fear. We'd win. Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option. Peace was never an option. Jesus Christ. Going against the Dream Master. It's Slender.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Let's go.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Alright. What do you got? Actually, where's my thing on? Oh, so I did a thing. What else is there? Nothing? Cool. You just keep reminding me of that one thing I don't care about. Mr. Yang, what do you got?
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him, not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey.
He's getting... Sunday's being manipulated.
You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Oh yeah. Adventuring gave me his medallion. A token of the inner key score. You remember the envoy played a little trick with it.
Huh. I knew it.
I don't think this will bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well,
hey,
you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Legwork.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken.
I probably already talked about it for you.
We've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos.
Alright.
And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves.
Okay, who's Legwork? You? What is going on? Let me see what you got here, Sam. Well, that's not bad. Looks a bit on. I don't see anything. I'm trying to see if there's anything wrong with your picture, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Just keep going with it. I'm pretty sure everything will line up eventually because it's not finished. That's why it looks off, probably. You gotta go finish it. Then it'll look fine.
Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, You have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
You're making me blush with these. Just keep them going. Of course, my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseball supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
You're talking about Mikhail. Okay, like where's Mikhail? The watchmaker. Okay.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise and brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What? Hello?
What's happening?
Hello? What's going on? Okay.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the watchmaker.
Oh. They found the One Piece. Definitely feels like it. So did we go up or they go down? That rose. Okay. So now it makes me wonder what's so special. I mean, it's a train that goes across the surfs across the cosmos, but at the same time, it's like I feel like they're hinting at something. There's something more to the train. There's something great. There's some secret behind the Astral Express that we don't know about yet. Is it gonna go full like Megazord on us one day and just beat the hell out of someone? Please do. That would be amazing. Just go full like that one. Wasn't there a train Megazord? I think so. Yes, there was. It was in Lightspeed Rescue. God, if they did something like that, oh yes, please, that would be so fun. No. Okay, brainstorm. Here's my hypothesis. So, my idea of the train Megazord shenanigans, I believe it's true. But here's the other thing I'm going to add to this. Since the train is a representation of the Trailblazer Eon, I forget his name, Machiavelli? What happens if the train was kind of like Machiavelli's body turned into a train? So the train itself is Machiavelli. Am I reading too into this, or does that sound like a crazy, super crazy, but good idea? Why do I feel like that's the memo? Why does that feel like that's Black Swan up there hiding? That would be epic. Why is I see purple? Why am I screaming Black Swan? Beneath the sea surface of the memory zone, in the garden closest to the full moon in the water, the elderly man rests in a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into the endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever waken him.
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
A dream bubble.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
All right.
Well, let's have a look.
As the words cease, Himiko nods ever so lightly in the direction. You take a deep breath, steady your hand, and turn your gaze towards the watchmaker. Touch doing dream bubble. You press your hand against the dream bubble, and the thick, viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches towards your fingertips. As if wearing a delicate web, it gently cradles your palm. Yeah, he had some nice taste. He had like a mix of like adventure. He almost looked like a little bit of Aventurine, like an older Aventurine. The chill travels through your fingertips and carrying with it a myriad of vibrant, intertwined memoria as the experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. Take a deep breath and try to lead the dreams bubble again. How could it be? Try to focus and capture the memory. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach is long. You think holding your breath and closing your eyes with one knee on the ground and press your forehead against. Yet before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descend upon snow-capped mountains. No gentle laughter. No twinkling of stars. No echoes. The word crashing. Almost no trace of Trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Unaudibly, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
Alright.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected.
He scattered pieces of it.
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism.
My iPad is kind of delayed when I watch games. It might be on my end too. I was say my frame rates aren't the greatest at the moment, so. And plus, let's also face it, there's a solar flare thing going on right now with the sun, so electronics might be a little wonky at the moment. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was strong enough to make the northern lights be seen in like the most northern states of the states. Unluckily, I was not able to see them. I had crowd coverage, so that made me sad. But my friends were sending me pictures like it was bright. Like, holy crap, it was very bright. So vivid.
That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
No, I think it's me. It's been doing this for a while.
I don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure
I see a
Mikhail
bird.
has left us the most precious thing of all.
Oh.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Okay.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Oh? Wait, now we're playing as Boot
Welcome
Hill?
to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
The conductor Pom.
I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Sorry, he's short-tempered.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
Can't contact him either.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Blue Hill is something else, yeah. He might be an interesting person to pull for.
I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space.
Alright.
Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Oh, and he's a physical too. Are we gonna be able to test him out? Did he just eat a bullet? Hold up, did you just eat a bullet? Do that again. Okay, he's definitely a cyborg. He's gotta be a cyborg. I want to read details on him. Sir. Yeah, no, he's a robot. He is 100%. He's an android. Right, zoom back out. Ask around. Sabrina.
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited.
Hey, you guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about.
When you put Akon on the same team.
Well,
Oh, see.
back in my
Uh-oh.
home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event. How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival. I've been looking forward to it.
Relax.
Too bad, kid.
With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless.
Okay, I like him. I'm liking Boo Hill. Okay, what's this about the putting him on the same team as Akon?
You're fast. Handed the holster already?
That's it. Do you make any more smuggling arcs with anyone? Ooh, what about Kefka? Stellon Hunter versus the Galaxy Ranger? Oh, it's Blade.
Those who can't bury us are waiting to be buried, Kafka.
Oh wait, you respawn the Kafka. No. Remove. Remove. Do you respawn to Kafka? Or Blade again? Nothing. Kafka? Gallagher? Really, just Akon? That's it? Just Akon? Ratio? Eventually. Come on. No one else. Just Akon, huh?
You're fast.
All right.
Handed the holster already?
What are you? Hunt. Okay. I don't know. Who would be the best build to go with at Boot Hill? Let's just do this. Actually, no. We'll put... Oh, can I? Yeah, we'll just stick with that. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Do. Cody.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound
Oh,
family,
Cody.
head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So,
You guys want to buy something? I don't have Black Swan.
Ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Hey.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
All right.
Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor
The biggest
guests
character
seem to
is
know
Kafka
anything about what's
Topaz.
happening in the
Ooh.
dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember
Factory
correctly,
hidden.
the head
Oh,
of the Oak family
the
is
biggest
that
character is.
Sunday guy, right?
What'd you put in one of those
Shouldn't linger here too long.
Shrine
Let's go
Maiden
back to the express
get
for
ups?
now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
a secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
So you have trust issues. We get it. You're
How do we get into
you're a
the
wild,
VIP
wild west
lounge?
cowboy with trust issues.
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Alright, what do you got planned, sir? Dennis, lobby manager?
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
What the fork?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Well, you're something else.
Shaken, not stirred.
Anderson.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Hasdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hasdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Let's see what kind
has
of
pom-pom cars.
juice you all have here.
Actually, you're right. Oh, God.
Give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Well, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Just some water.
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
Okay. We're gonna get Dan Hong drunk. This should be fun.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, it really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
He's an android.
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear.
All right.
Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's
Yeah.
unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
How do you know about the masked fools?
If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. That Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic.
They make a good duo, right?
On the contrary,
They do make a good duo. You got the brains and the bonds.
She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And do you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway,
I wanted her to
worries
pop
me
up
more are
behind
the
Boot Tones, like,
anomalies within the family.
you stop talking crap.
They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules.
Yeah.
But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
Have a good night, Sam.
Shippei's
I'll
will is behind all this?
I'll check out the stuff on the Discord later, and we'll let you know what I think. Ooh, actually, it's almost time to go to myself.
I know it may sound pessimistic.
Hopefully, this little
but if
bar
humans
chat's gonna end soon.
We're reliable. Why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or
I'll make
how
sure
the
to put up the
Express
doc. I
sticks
will.
to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them.
Alright.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions.
Can't you just pop up?
Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You're gonna cause a
sure
commotion.
have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier.
Old
By the
career?
way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
Cause a commotion.
Simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
I don't know my ideas for the story.
Draw
Okay.
your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of As Donna's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
Hey.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note.
No bar fight tonight.
I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
God damn.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
He does.
Two guests?
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Hack on.
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden.
Yep.
Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill,
You're a fan of Vice One, aren't you?
face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan.
There she is.
And I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
Just say it.
I
Just
asked her
say
to
it,
guide
honey.
me to a place
Right?
beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
Alright.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner.
His relics.
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world.
Alright.
Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So,
okay. That's one way to look at it.
How long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you,
what the hell is this scene?
Eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did.
Okay, creepy with the
Looks
hands.
like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
This, what's with that, like, bleeding sun, moon, black hole, void looking thing? He spoke the old man gazed fixed in distance amidst the drizzling black rain. Oh, shit.
Let me share a story.
Wait, are you the one trailblazer that went off and disappeared?
Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
He's tired.
Sin thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives.
Okay.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Oh?
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember.
Right.
The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time, and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin thirsters, they are not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you?
Who is this guy?
Well, some tasks have to be
I want
done.
to say he's either A, the one trailblazer that disappeared. Because we know the girl
I can help
went
you.
messing with the dream stuff and disappeared. The other guy went
For the meaning
off
of
with
my
people
home.
and disappeared.
That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day, I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
9 hours until the Charming Festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
Okay.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of...
Can I just, like...
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought...
I'm not going to be able to get out of this. This is going to take forever, isn't it?
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family
Alfalfa?
for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor.
Okay, accidents happen.
Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now.
Okay, the harmony is like, ooh, holy smokes. Anyway, take the... we just end to it. It never ends. It doesn't. I'm pretty much stuck here until it's over with.
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh. Yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
This is bad cutscene.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
Jesus.
I see. Please, go on.
Is that Dad?
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
That's a little...
Thank you.
These are just stepping up the ante a little bit, one after another, of how crazy
And
people
make
are.
them part of the family. Praise the harmony.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
Oh boy.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a robo-ball game to catch, you know?
He does not care.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me.
Then why are you here?
You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
Jesus. I bet she's going at him.
I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, he got triggered. He triggered something there.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts.
Triple-faced soul.
Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, Who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Ooh. Okay.
Brother? Brother?
We good? There we go.
Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand.
No, he won't.
Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Oh.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the
Good night,
emergency.
Hyden. When this is probably over, I'm probably gonna go to sleep
I'll
too.
be waiting here.
Are we actually? Hey, we can move now. So guess what? The stream's ending.
Hey, come over here.
Drunken guess.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Alright. So with that was already happened, right? This is gonna be a long game. This is gonna be a long one. Again. Okay, so we're gonna end this here tonight. That was a lot of dialogue to go through, but honestly, I do have fun with this game. This is definitely a more dialogue-driven event. So, hopefully we're getting through it, making some progression. Excuse me. But yeah, it's time for me to get off as well. Thanks for having me back. So that's... So yeah, we're gonna play this later. Maybe one of the days that I have to be announced, because I want to plow through this and have fun. But, like I say, tonight's stream is now ending. The next plan of attack is tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Destiny as always, because it's weekly reset, and there'll be some stuff to do, and I still gotta go finish some quests. So that's just gonna be a casual, like, catch up, a little nonsense adventure stream. So I hope you're all ready for that. As for, yes, like one of them, I was talking, we might finish up some community character designing stuff and see where that rolls into. Maybe we'll expand on doing this to keep it going. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. As always. Also, it is YouTube, so you know the whole algorithm of like, comment, and subscribing. But please leave comments. That's all I really want you to do. I want to be a better streamer, make better content, and have more fun with you guys in the long run. So please let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, any kind of criticism, or any game ideas you want to see me play. I'm all ears. The only thing I can do is get better from here on out. So, like I said, I want to hear you guys' opinion. So, other than that, I hope you all have a good night. I'm going to bed. I am like falling asleep in my chair from how much dialogue this stream was. All talk, no play. So, anyway, I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good night. See you. Peace. Bye. Good night.